Politics are a really rocky territory, to be honest. I try to avoid it when I can. Politics is almost like an unwashed ass. It's full of shit, and it's starting to crust. There are so many old people who are in power in the government trying to run entire countries when they don't even know how to run an iPhone. I've seen people actively struggle to operate doors when they have the ability to nuke a country. It's absurd and insane. And so when I go on Twitter and see this wonderful news that this guy, Fidias, has joined the European Parliament, the EU Parliament, I think. Is EU the same thing? I don't know. I'm not British. Someone's gonna, like, be in my comments like, actually, the EU left Worcestershire, Chesterburg 3 years ago. I don't care, all right? This guy's in your government. Or, more specifically, he's in the government of a small little island called Cyprus. And so, I wanted to dig into it in a video because the idea that a Mr. Beast clone is becoming a member of the government is hilarious. So, hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between that. Today, we're gonna be digging into how YouTubers are taking over the government. And right as I've gotten started, I already feel like I'm being watched because I see a message in my Discord server where Hasnarat's pinged me saying, Severino, you should run for office. Are you watching me? How do you know what I'm talking about? Please stop it. But to keep things in the Discord in a less concerning manner, thank you, Grandma Peanut Fartballs III, for giving me this topic in the first place. I stumbled across it on Twitter earlier, but this lit the fire within me. The bonfire that's become a little bit of heartburn, but also this video that you're watching with your current eyeballs at this moment. So, let's dig into Fidias. Who is this guy? Who is this goofball that I've seen on YouTube before? Because even if you are on Fidias' side of the algorithm, you've probably seen his name mentioned once or twice. He is a pretty big YouTuber with 2.6 million subscribers and a very confusing last name, Panayiotou? I'm gonna pray that I got that right. But he's gotten into some controversy in the past. He had a video where he tried to freeload on a metro to get across Bengaluru and then upped the game with doing a train freeloading across Japan. And those are two micro controversies, things that he got in trouble for, apologized, and people kind of moved on because, like, what, he's just getting free transportation? Oh no, the train business is going under tomorrow. But I think one of the bigger controversies, and the one that a lot of people recognize his face immediately for, was the video in the initial tweet that I showed you guys. Because he spent $100 in the world's poorest country and has a bunch of kids posted up around him that aren't even standing there. They're all edited in. You can see the cutout lines. He couldn't even get kids to stand around him for more than 30 seconds to record this. Yeah, actually, this video is still up too, so I kind of want to watch like 2 or 3 seconds. I'm feeling kind of lambastic. That was not the right word at all. I'm feeling frivolous. Let's give it a quick view. Let's get a little vibe on, a grasp on who this guy is.
This is the world's poorest country, and there is a lot of bad things said about it. That's why I'm going to spend the next 100 hours here to see with my own eyes if it's true or not.
So, wait, so you're gonna go to one of the world's poorest countries to confirm to us that the world's poorest country is poor? Okay, continue.
Arrived in the airport, we saw something that we didn't expect. The policeman was asking us to give him money for no reason. So I was wondering if the rumors are true. And after...
No, wait! The world's poorest country has corruption in it? Oh, I'm canceling my flight plans. But regardless of that video, Fidias is, from what I've seen, a pretty genuine guy. I was given a quick view earlier out of pure curiosity to his 13-year-old builds his own log cabin. It was a cute video.
His dad built these homes by himself.
Oh yeah,
and
but what did he build?
I'll show you straight. Oh my god. Unbelievable.
Watch this. A door.
Oh, that...
Isn't that adorable? Whoa, wait, hey! I'm sorry! But regardless of past controversies, Fidias managed to find a way to pull through, which is honestly shocking. I saw in an interview, which I couldn't find the actual video of the interview. I kept looking through and looking for, like, Fidias-related interviews and couldn't find anything regarding... What the fuck is... What?
Porn. Or porn. Porn.
What do you mean?
Porn.
Okay. But the thing that I find the most interesting, because I wanted to learn about this guy's politics, like, what is he? Like, is he gonna, like, are we gonna have a YouTuber take power and then it's gonna end up being the next Adolf? Well, apparently not. This guy doesn't know anything about politics. He never voted in his life, and I said to myself one night that I'll never vote and never take an interest. The same nerds are always gonna be in power, and I said enough. Which is so real! This is such a raw and real thing I'm reading right now. Thank you, Fidias. The more that I read about this guy, the more it's making me want to, like, oil up. I mean... Give him a hug. Yeah. And I also saw another quote where he talked about how he's going to decide to run independent in, like, a middle ground party, kind of like RFK with his brainworms, and said, I heard that if somewhere you're not satisfied about the things around you and you want them to change, you have to be that change. Why did I choose to be independent? Because I can't fit into molds. Because I want you to know that I have no party interest to serve. Which is also so real. Why is this guy so real and raw? Oh my god. Like... There has to be something wrong here. Like, he's about to come out with, like, now here's my plan to wipe out all people who have one eye. And it's like, why? Like, that's so unnecessary. But, like, from what I'm reading so far, this is one of the realest people I've ever seen run in a position of power, and he knows nothing about politics. It's beautiful. And then I found an article telling me, like, the numbers about this, which is genuinely kind of insane. So, despite being a YouTuber with only 2.6 million subscribers, he garnered the third largest number of votes with 19.4%. And also, apparently the turnout in Cyprus was just under 59%. So, like, 59% of people voted. And that's up from 45% in the year prior. And apparently, analysts attributed this to the Fidias factor, which makes me believe that just a bunch of people who didn't care to vote before saw that their favorite YouTuber was running and was like, oh my god, hell yeah! And so he managed to pull through somehow. Which, I will say, yet again, this might be the third time I've said it, take a shot every single time I say real, and you might be dead by the end of this video, but this is real. Like, honestly, right now, when it comes to political elections, I have to choose between crime, dementia, and brainworms. And I don't wanna. If Mr. Beast jumped up to the plate, I would not be shocked if he won, just because everyone hates all the others. He would just win by default. I can already feel the people running the comments like, no, actually, how dare you talk bad about RFK? I don't give a shit. I don't care. Like, they're all old freaks. If you go and advocate for an old man who's never seen you and will never care about you, that's troubling. Let's move away from that, though. That felt a little too close to the opinion side of things. This isn't Drama Alert. This is the goddamn Savarino channel. So, the apparently 6 Cypriot MEPs were elected. Cypriot sounds so cool, by the way. But apparently, our boy Fidias came in third behind a conservative and a communist? Wait. A communist? Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, so huge development in the story. I actually managed to find the interview that they had with Fidias. The only problem is, I'll just let you listen, then you'll realize the problem.
Ναι, εντάξει. Στο Volt είχες πάει γιατί τώρα μια άλλη συζήτηση που γίνεται και να προσθέσω και εγώ σε αυτά που λένε ότι πήγε σε διάφορα κόμματα και λοιπά.
Now, I think that they're not speaking English. And I don't really look like Rosetta Stone, so I don't know what they're saying. However, I'm glad that the article was able to translate all the important bits for me. It'd be really unfortunate if, like, the parts that didn't get translated were, like, his plans for world domination or something, but I don't think you can do very much from the Cyprus Parliament. But honestly, this is a huge development. This is a historical event. The fact that people are starting to hit a level of, like, influence online that they're able to get into government positions is absurd. However, this is something that has been attempted in the past. I was reading through some articles and I saw one about a firearm enthusiast named Brandon Herrera, who's also known as the AK guy, who attempted to become a Texas congressman. So it is very interesting that this has been something that people are attempting a lot now. And of course, you're going to have people who are going to blaze the trails, and eventually some YouTubers going to come in and get a lot of people nuked. But until that happens, I'm here to report on goofy things, laugh a little bit, and have a good time. Thank you for being here. Subscribe if you are new, and like the video if you liked it. This is a bit of a short video today, but I didn't want to squeeze it out. There wasn't much to talk about, so I hope you enjoyed the little bit that we had together. Thank you, and as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, good night, and I'll see you in the White House.